Cat TV is celebrating 30 years of community media. Help support Cat TV's next 30 years by becoming a member today. Your membership will help us continue covering meaningful, local content. Thank you for supporting your local community media station.
Meeting of the SVU ESD. It's 4:46 on Wednesday, January 26th. Although we have only 2 items on the agenda, at least the second agenda item has several parts. So let's get right to it. First, I would open the floor for any public comments, please. And Superintendent Culkeen, I would ask that you let us know if is anyone available.
I do not see any public present on electronically or in the room.
Okay. Okay. So having satisfied that,
sorry, you do have two members from the SVSU here, but they're not indicating that they want to comment.
Gotcha. Thank you very much. All right, so that brings us to the second agenda item, which is the SVU ESD approval of warning and annual meeting notice. Now, because of actions taken in this legislative session, these meetings will be undertaken by electronic means only. So there are a few different motions we need to make. So to begin with, board members, I would entertain a motion for the following. I hereby move that the board hold its informational hearing on February 28th by electronic means as authorized under S-172 of the 2022 legislative session. Could I have a motion to that end, please?
I'll make the motion.
I see Dick with a hand raised, Cindy with a second.
Yes.
So any discussion on that motion? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor of the motion on the floor, please signify by saying aye and raising your hand, please.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, so that motion passes. Thank you. The second motion, I would entertain a motion to the following. I hereby move that the board approve the use of Australian balloting as authorized under S-172 of the 2022 legislative session for all articles of the 2022 annual meeting. Could I have a motion to that end, please?
Make a motion.
I see Dick and Cindy again. Any discussion on that motion? Hearing none. All those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye and raising your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? And the motion carries. Thank you. Third, I would entertain a motion to the following. I hereby move that the board approve the notice of informational hearing for February 28th. I would entertain a motion to that end, please.
Make a motion.
Thank you, Cindy. And that's Dick for the second. Now, just in the interest of the record, I'm going to read the notice and agenda for Monday, February 28th. The legal voters of the Southwest Vermont Union Elementary School District in the towns of Bennington, Pownell, Shaftesbury, and Woodford are hereby warned and noticed that the Southwest Vermont Union Elementary School District Board of Directors will be holding a public informational hearing by electronic means on Monday, February 28th, 2022 at 6:30 in the evening to discuss the Australian ballot articles on the 2022 district meeting warning. Information on how to access the remote hearing will be available through Zoom, and that will be posted. So presumably, if you have access to Zoom, you'll have access to being able to check that out on the svsu.org website. And the agenda will be as follows: a call to order, additions or deletions to the agenda with public comment, to hear the reports of the school district board of directors with public comment, review and discuss Article 5, which reads, shall the voters of the Southwest Vermont Union Elementary School District authorize the school board of directors to borrow money in anticipation of tax revenues to meet the current operating expenses of the district during the 2022-2023 school year, followed by public comment. Next, review and discuss Article 6, which reads, shall the voters of the Southwest Vermont Union Elementary School District authorize the school board of directors to transfer and expend funds as necessary from the established and audited capital reserve fund for capital expenses of the Union District, followed by public comment. Next, review and discuss Article 6, which reads, shall the voters of the school district approve the school board to expend $26,425,265, which is the amount the school board has determined to be necessary for the ensuing fiscal year. It is estimated that this proposed budget, if approved, will result in education spending of $18,927 per equalized pupil. This projected spending per equalized pupil is 15.57% higher than spending for the current year, followed by public comment. Next will be a discussion of other non-binding business, if there is any, and finally, the motion to adjourn the hearing. So we have this moved and seconded. Any further discussion on this particular agenda item, on this motion? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor of the motion on the floor, please signify by saying aye and raising your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? And the motion carries. And finally, the fourth motion we need is to approve the annual meeting warning. The meeting warning reads like this. The legal voters of the Southwest Vermont Union Elementary School District, consisting of voters of the towns of Bennington, Pownell, Shaftesbury, and Woodford, are hereby notified and warned that pursuant to S-172 of the 2022 legislative session, the following business will be transacted by Australian ballot on Tuesday, March 1st, 2022. Article 1, to set the annual salary of the moderator at $100. Article 2, to set the annual salary of the district clerk at $1,000. Article 3, to set the annual salary for the school board directors at $1,200 each. Article 4, to set the annual salary for the school district treasurer at $26,225. Article 5, shall the voters of the Southwest Vermont Union Elementary School District authorize the school board of directors to borrow money in anticipation of tax revenues to meet the current operating expenses of the district during the 2022 and 2023 school year. Article 6, shall the voters of the Southwest Vermont Union Elementary School District authorize the school board of directors to transfer and expend funds as necessary from the established and audited capital reserve fund for capital expenses of the Union District. Article 7, to elect school directors as indicated for such terms to begin immediately. The school board directors to be elected at large as follows: 1 who is a resident and legal voter of the town of Pownell for a 3-year term, and 1 who is a resident and legal voter of the town of Shaftesbury for a 3-year term. And Article 5, shall the voters of the school district approve the school board to expend $26,425,265, which is the amount the school board has determined to be necessary for the ensuing fiscal year. It is estimated that this proposed budget, if approved, will result in education spending of $18,927 per equalized pupil. This projected spending per equalized pupil is 15.57% higher than the spending for the current year. In-person voting will be available at local polling places on March 1st, 2022. However, the board encourages the use of absentee balloting during this time of COVID-19 in order to reduce in-person contact and maintain social distancing within the town offices. To request that an absentee SVUESD ballot is mailed to you, please contact your town clerk or by using the quote, My Voter page, quote, online resource from the Secretary of State, which can be found at https://mvp.vermont.gov/. Absentee ballots must be returned before the close of the town clerk's office on the day before the election or to the polling place before 7 p.m. on the day of the election in order to be counted. Voting at the meeting on Tuesday, March 1st, 2022 shall be at large by Australian ballot. The polls will be open as indicated below for each respective town. There will be separate polling places in each of the member districts of which the voter is a resident as follows: 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Bennington Firehouse on River Street for Bennington voters, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Pownell Center Firehouse in Pownell, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Town Garage on North Road for Shaftesbury voters, and 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Woodford Town Building for Woodford. So I would entertain a motion to warn the annual meeting as read.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Cindy and Dick. Any further discussion on this? And Scott, I believe you had some items to discuss for this.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. I just wanted I have worked on the communication map for board members to answer questions from constituents. Sorry, I've got dogs going crazy. Answer questions for constituents on the reasons for various things within the budget, and just wanted to let the board know that that is the case.
Thank you, Scott. I have had opportunity to take a look at the message map that Scott has put together with the help of Renee and our PR person for the district, and it looks great. I think it's going to be very helpful in guiding our conversation with our interested community members. So thank you very much for that, Scott. Any further discussion?
And
yes, please.
I guess the only other question I had was how should we distribute that to the board?
Yep, and I think that can be distributed through through the email addresses that the superintendent's admin has, and as long as we also post that information publicly, I would imagine on the website and any other place that the district directs, the central office staff directs. I think that should satisfy our requirements.
Sounds great. We'll get going on that tomorrow.
Great, thank you. So any further discussion on the motion that's on the floor? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye and raising your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, and the motion carries. So that exhausts our agenda for this evening. I would simply ask Superintendent Culkeen, does there appear to be anything that we are overlooking? I think we've exhausted our agenda as posted, but is there anything else that the board should undertake this evening?
Chris, if I could just say, I'm going to drop both the notice and the warning into DocuSign right now. So there'll be two places for everybody to sign. It'll be in one document though. So if everybody could take a look at that tonight or tomorrow, as soon as everybody has signed, I'm going to get it down to the clerk for posting, which has to be done by the end of the week.
Yeah. And the end of the week is quickly approaching as we're
Yes.
meeting on a Wednesday instead of on a Tuesday. So please heed Director Gordon's email as soon as you're able to and get it DocuSigned and on its way.
Thank you.
Thank you for that reminder. All right, then I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
We'll call it Cindy with a second by Scott. Any discussion on adjourning? Hearing none. All those in favor of adjourning, please signify by saying aye and raising your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries and we are adjourned.
Cat TV is celebrating 30 years of community media. Help support Cat TV's next 30 years by becoming a member today. Your membership will help us continue covering meaningful, local content. Thank you for supporting your local community media station.